If you're thinking the same way like you did in 2025 about money, the truth is 2026 is not going to be any different. And that is not because you're lazy or probably you're not putting in much effort, but rather you need to consider the fact that true wealth and then financial freedom comes from the state of mind as opposed to your bank account. And so in today's video, we're going to discuss the 7 mindset shifts that can guarantee your financial freedom and then steer you towards the attainment of any goal that you have financially for the year 2026. And so if you're new here, my name is Nana. I hold a master's degree in business finance, and on this channel, we discuss everything personal finance and personal development. And so without further ado, we come to the first misconception that people have, and that is more money equals wealth or freedom. What you need to know is that sometimes you don't really need excess money, or you don't have to double your income. As opposed to this, you need to try as much as possible and then take control of your finances by looking at what you're expending on. Am I expending on wants, or am I expending on needs? Am I expending on liabilities or assets? And these are things that can actually generate some level of income in the future. And so if you're going to spend on liabilities, and that is things that take money out of your pocket, then all the time you're going to live paycheck to paycheck. And so try as much as possible, sit down and then review your finances, know where your money is going, and then exercise that discretion to cut back on any unnecessary or any discretionary expenses that might not necessarily deliver any value to you at the end of the month. And that would ensure that at the end of the month, you have enough left to save and then, of course, to invest. This brings us to the second point, and that is to actually consider doing away with the thought that a stable job equals security. In this day and age, it is easier for you to be replaced by AI, and that is simply because most companies are gradually drifting towards AI automation, simply because they are seeing output actually increase by at least 15% just by employing the services of AI agents to replace human beings. And that is where the world generally is actually gravitating towards. Most people would actually lose their jobs in the next coming years simply because AI automation is something that has come to stay. People and companies feel like they'll be more effective and efficient with the help of AI as opposed to actually employing the services of human beings. And that is something that will sweep several millions of people out of their jobs, and that would actually render them homeless or probably even having to live off the basic supply or the basic provision that will be made for them by government in the form of a universal basic income. And so what you need to know is that you need to purge the thought that a stable job is security, because simply no job as it stands now is secured. And that is because of AI. AI can do literally about 70% of what we can do at our basic jobs. And that is why there is a need for you to try and find ways and means of diversifying your income streams and then steering yourself generally towards financial freedom. That brings us to the third thing that you need to do, and that is to let go of the feeling that you would actually start when you're ready. Because the truth is, you never get ready and you will never start. And that is simply because of imposter syndrome. And imposter syndrome is a condition where you feel like you're just not competent enough, or you do not have the requisite skills and the ability to get started. And that is where most of us have actually found ourselves in several years past. And it's always, like human beings generally do not really battle that enough, because even athletes, people who have done things over several years, still have that nagging feeling or that voices in their head consistently telling them that you're not qualified to do this. Who do you think you are, trying to give advice on finance to people and all of that? It is something that is a part and parcel of the human nature. But as opposed to this, what you really want to do is to try and then perfect things over time. The failure, the things that you get wrong, would actually inspire the generative ideas that you'd have subsequently to perfect things and to attain your goals. And so as opposed to having to sit down and then telling yourself that I would actually start when I'm ready by way of reading books, watching YouTube videos, and listening to podcasts and all of that, what you can do is to start, make the mistakes gradually, take calculated risk, and then perfect things as time goes on. This brings us to the fourth thing that you really want to do in order to see financial success in 2026, and that is to do away with the thought that the rich are lucky, and that is why they find themselves with the millions and the billions. As opposed to this, every single person has had to pay a price to be in the condition or to be enjoying the goodies that they actually have today, or someone within their lineage has have to pay the price in order for them to enjoy those things that you're seeing. And so what you really can do is to convince yourself that the world operates of the law of compensation. So anytime that you actually input something that is positive, the world finds several ways and means of rewarding you. And so if you're to consider all the richest people out there, they're really solving a problem, or they're delivering some form of value to the world, and that is in return the world find ways and means of giving them money. For example, think about someone like Elon Musk. He's actually reducing our carbon emissions by way of building electric powered vehicles, and that is something that has inspired several other automotive industries to also follow suit. And that is, we are drifting gradually away from fuel combustion engines, and that is positive for the environment. And so the world finds this very valuable, and then in return it actually purchases or patronizes these Tesla vehicles that are being produced. And so that is what you need to know. Convince yourself beyond reasonable doubt that luck is actually when preparation actually meets opportunity, and that is one of the greatest ways to go about your goals and to become successful in the year 2026. This brings us to the fifth thing that you really want to do, and that is to do away with the thought that savings alone can actually make you rich. Now, savings is one of the best ways to make financial progress, but what you need to know is that inflation is the rate at which price of goods and services actually rise over time in an economy. So holding all the factors constant, as you save, you're trying to actually build some money, but the truth is the purchasing power of your savings actually reduces because of inflation. And so if you were to actually spend like maybe £1,000 on groceries for like 3 months, over the years, what you're going to realize is that you likely would have to spend more in order to buy the same amount or the same quantity of groceries over the 3 months period. And that is inflation kicking in. So as opposed to savings, what you really want to do is to put your money into a high yield savings account, or to invest your money in the stock market. And there are several videos that I've done on this platform that you can consider, and that can actually help you to make an informed decision as to what to invest in. And investment is not actually that scary like people tend to purport. It's that easy. All you have to do is to dollar cost average and then try as much as possible and take advantage of the compound interest effect in the stock market in order to realize your financial goals at the end of the year. This brings us to the sixth thought that you really want to do away with if you really want to see financial freedom in 2026, and that is the thought that you've got time. Now, several people out there actually feel like, I've got so much time. I'm young. I've got, several years ahead of me. But what you need to know is that the opportunities that you may actually find in this day and age, and of course, within this current level of the economy actually booming, might not be present in the couple of years to come. And so what you really need to know is that opportunities are time bound, and that is why you don't have time. So try as much as possible to utilize your time very effectively and efficiently. That is, trying to focus so much on things that would actually grant you financial freedom, and then taking calculated risk as early as you can, so that subsequently, if push comes to shove, you really have something to fall back on. And that is one of the key things that young people need to take notice of. This brings us to the last thought that you really need to do away with, and that is the thought that money is not everything. I've had several conversations with friends and family, and all the time, people usually say that, oh, but money is not everything. Oh, but what if you get money and then you get sick or you get stroke? There's always this feeling of having to couple money up with something that is negative, and that is what holds several millions of people back when it comes to their financial freedom and the goals altogether. What you need to know is that you need to convince yourself beyond reasonable doubt that money is important, and that is simply because sit down every single day and then think about the fact that you've got to do every single thing with money. Every single thing. If you wake up, you're probably waking up, just to put on your heating. When you're going to work, you need gas or fuel in your car. That car needs, some insurance paid for. That car needs, your road worthy or your road tax paid for. All of these things actually amount to one thing, and that is money. And so money is the primary thing, and you need money. So stop telling your mind that money is not everything, because there is a concept of neuroplasticity, which simply says that the brain finds several neural pathways to actually block several things that we do and the things that we do not do. So the brain informs our actions and our inactions. And so if you're to tell yourself that money is not everything, then eventually the brain shuts down any innovative way or any any innovative strategy that would help you and push you subsequently towards financial freedom. And that is why you need to convince yourself and be truthful to yourself that money is a primary thing and you need to pursue it at all costs. And so if you found value in this video, kindly smash the like button and then consider subscribing, because I'll be shooting several videos down the line on personal finance and on personal development. Thank you for spending time with us, and see you in the next video.